Yo, what's going on, guys? Shinigami here, and yeah, I'm back with some more. Well, it's not the usual video that we do, but I realize it is Men's Mental Health Month, so I thought I would, make this video like I did last year, and check in, see how you guys are doing, make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves, and taking care of each other, and being kind to yourself, and all that. It's very important to take care of your mental. Also, even though it is Men's Mental Health Month, I do want to open the floor for, everybody, just in case, everybody's going through some stuff. But yeah, it is very important to take care of your mental and take breaks when you need it, as well as never be afraid to ask for help. There's a lot of people, which is why we have these months, by the way, who are afraid to ask for help because either they've just never had it, or, they're afraid of, what's that thing called? Not retaliation. I'll just say being made fun of, because some people have done that before. I've definitely heard cases of people like trying to reach out to somebody for help, and it just kind of backfired on them. Like maybe it was a family member, or which I know for certain, like a lot of family. You guys know this. A lot of family members just more so like the older generation, I'll say, don't understand mental health. Not all of them, obviously, not all of them, but there's a lot of older folk that don't understand it. They just think it's like one of those pick yourself up by the bootstraps or something, or just lock in, right? They think you're just simply not locked in. That's why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. But yeah, just really ignore those people. You gotta look for the people who will actually help, which is why we have my community and me and a bunch of other people that you can talk to. We got the cries for help section in the Discord for a reason as well, in case you guys got something going on in your minds or whatever, you want to just speak about it. We're a very open community. Now, you may be thinking, we still got a bunch of For Honor people in there. I mean, yes, that's true. But thankfully, my community is one of the best communities that exists, and the more open-minded, kind community. If you come to my Discord, we got a lot of great people. You can have some great conversations. But yeah, never be afraid to reach out for help, whether it be, friends, family members, or, if you have to get therapy or call a certain number. I think they have specific like hotlines that you can call. I've never really gone into that. I just know, like, what's that one app, BetterHelp? I don't know if that's actually like helpful, but I've heard good things about it, so definitely look into that as well. And if you need like medication and stuff, obviously talk to your doctor, get medicated and stuff like that. But yeah, if you're going through something, you got to make sure you get some help. All right, there's nothing wrong with asking for a little help, especially if you're, down on your luck and in some tough times. Nothing wrong with reaching out. We all know how crazy some family members can be. Like, I briefly touched up on it, like, earlier, as you guys just heard, but how some people think, like, it's just a state of mind, or you just have to be happy. That's one of the most irritating things that I've ever heard. Like, hearing somebody's, like, upset, and you're like, well, why don't you just try being happy? I think they tried that. Why would you say that? Is the person who's depressed supposed to be like, oh yeah, you're right, I'm just not locked in, let me just lock in, and then all of a sudden depression is gone? Is that what you think is supposed to happen, old people? No, that's not what happens. It's not a manner of just locking in or just being happy. If the answer to depression was simply being happy, I think there would be no depression. That's just my assumption. Like, if you tell me, hey, just be happy, oh, why didn't I think of that? Let me just cheer up or whatever. That's simply not. That doesn't happen. That's not how this works. There's reasons for people feeling the way that they do, and just giving someone a base answer is not going to help. In fact, that does more harm than good, if you ask me, but, whatever. And as well as the friends thing, that can also happen as well. Like, friends, well, I haven't heard anybody, well, yes, I have, never mind. It just hasn't been recently, thankfully, because more, I was going to say I haven't heard anybody, like, in my age range say stuff like that, but they definitely have before. But as of recently, the world is definitely waking up more to, mental health struggles and stuff like that, which is a very good thing. But yeah, there are some people in, our age range. I'm like 26, I'll be 27 this year, some people still think, it's just a manner of, I don't know, you're not locked in, you're not eating enough protein, your diet is just terrible or something. Some stupid excuses that don't make sense at all. Or, they just use that against you, which, also makes people feel really bad and lonely and stuff like that, and they feel like they can't rely on anybody. And, the works, like the bad works. I'm very terrible at speaking, so my apologies if, all this is coming out very, what's the word I'm looking for? it's something that you can't understand, use that in case you can't understand anything that I'm saying, because I don't use scripts at all. I use all this, you know, or I speak off the mind, and I have been having trouble with trying to figure out how to make this video, really. But yeah, I still wanted to check in with everybody, and still wanted to, you know, make sure you guys know that we do have a community that wants to, you know, that will help you guys if you're going through something. And if you want to send me like a message or whatever, because I have had people like send me messages, you know, if they were going through some stuff, you can always do that on Discord or Instagram. I mean, you'll probably have more luck on Discord, to be honest, because notifications actually work there. But yeah, I mean, we got some people to talk to, and you're not alone. You got us. You got to keep pushing through life no matter what's, you know, happening. You got this. You're a champion. You made it through everything so far. You can keep on pushing. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to reach it, my friend. You just got to keep going. Got to keep, trucking? I don't want to say trucking, because I mentioned a tunnel, and usually that involves trained. I don't want to say keep training. Whatever. Anyways, you get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I thought I'd just make this video to check in with you guys and, you know, talk and make sure you guys are doing well. And, you know, if you want to drop anything in the comments, that's fine as well. Or, you know, like I said, if you want to message me privately, that's fine as well. But yeah, you got to make sure you get help, and, you know, take baby steps as well. You got to remember there's no, like, you know, instant cure for depression. That's why I said take baby steps, you know, and take, you know, small victories. Like some people have trouble getting up, you know, out of bed, have trouble getting food or whatever. I've even heard of some people, you know, not brushing their teeth because they've been depressed. So, like, you know, let's say you wake up in the morning and you know, you're stuck in that cycle, and, you know, you actually got out of bed instead of doom scrolling. That's a victory. You get up and brush your teeth. That's a victory. You woke up and you go to sleep and whatever. You eat. That's a victory. But yeah, you know, I'm just saying, you guys, if you need some help, go ahead and reach out. Obviously, you know, professionals are definitely a lot better than me, I will say. So if it's really bad, I do recommend that you get like professional help, like you talk to your doctors and stuff. You get therapy, all the other stuff. I highly recommend doing that, because I'm not a professional and I can't prescribe you any medicine if you really need it and stuff like that. But yeah, just wanted to check in with you guys, make sure you guys are doing well, and make sure you guys are getting help. And once again, you know, a happy mental health month and all that stuff. You guys are champions. You're going to make it through whatever you got going on. But yeah, embrace your dreams, protect your honor, and keep on living. Shinigami out, y'all.